Janelle Monae has been showing her titties off nonstop.
Beautiful girl, by the way.
Yeah.
Beautiful girl.
She's not into guys, by the way. She's into women.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a lesbian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice
Still
titties,
beautiful
though.
girl.
Titties are definitely nice.
Right.
I can see why she's showing them off.
Right.
Some people are pointing out that, like, for example, she's pulling out her titties at Essence Fest and stuff like that, and no one seems to care, whereas, what's her name? Janet Jackson, remember she had the titty slip at one point, and then she was crucified and everything else like that.
For the record, I wish Jill Scott would pull her titty out.
That's what you want to see?
Oof.
Big Jill Scott titty?
Oof.
That's your type right there? You like them big girls?
But she's big in the right way.
Big in the right way.
Big in the right way. Yeah. When she was in that movie with Chadwick Boseman, Get On Up, the James Brown story, and she got up on that bed and said, "Get up on up here, Mr. Dynamite." Ooh.
Well, Janelle Monae, though.
A little frail for my taste, but
Frail?
beautiful girl. Yeah. I don't like skinny broads. I don't like I said before, I don't like.
But she's not that skinny. She's still got curves and everything else like that. No, she's no
more.
Jill Scott. Okay.
Okay.
She's
but
no
you ain't got to
Nicki.
be Jill Scott, but more on the thicker side, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times when you see girls on the thicker side, usually it's plastic surgery, though.
Well, I mean, it can be.
It usually is.
Okay, but
in entertainment, especially in hip hop,
I'm not mad at.
Nicki Minaj, Lotto, all of these girls have had work done.
I'm not mad at a little bit of plastic surgery, as long as it's not outlandish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is outlandish? Is Nicki Minaj outlandish?
No.
No?
No, not to me.
Okay.
Khloe Kardashian is outlandish.
What's the difference?
What do you mean, what's the difference? Have you look at the before and today, side by side?
You think Nicki looked like this back in the day? Have you seen how skinny Nicki used to be back in the day?
Okay, well, wait.
She was weight gain. That's not weight gain.
No,
That's surgery gain.
A surgery gain? Are you talking about titties and ass?
Yes. She got both of them done.
Okay, but the rest of her that filled out, that's weight gain.
No. You could do thighs.
So what was she supposed to say? Bony forever? How old is she?
I don't know, like 30-something?
And how old was she when she started?
20-something?
Okay, it's a hell of a gap.
Okay.
Yeah, success breeds a lot of meals.
So does surgery. I'm just saying, Nicki Minaj
When you look at Khloe,
was a skinny little girl, and then suddenly she's super voluptuous because of surgery. And listen, I have no problems with surgery. You have one body. Make yourself happy. If this is what you want. I remember like Tony Yayo said that like he's seen girls' whole life change after getting surgery. Yeah. And it's true. I mean, most girls don't get their ass done and keep fucking the dude from UPS. You know what I'm saying? Usually they dump that dude and try to find something.
Most girls don't get done and still fuck the nigga from UPS.
I don't get it.
We covered this, man. It's a different ball game for women.
It's a different ball game, but when you're trying to go for a certain type of man, they want a certain type of woman. And if you have no body, your teeth are fucked up, your makeup's crazy, your hair is fucked up.
I still can't get past the fact that you don't see the difference between Khloe Kardashian when she first pre-surgery ever to where she is now.
I think it's similar to what Nicki did. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying there's no difference. Of course there's a difference. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's a vastly visible difference.
Well, I think Khloe got her face done, and I think maybe that's what you're focusing on. Yeah.
No, she got everything done.
No, I mean, her face looks totally different. She's like,
Before the surgery, she looked like John C. Reilly. Now she looked like Tom Brady's wife.
She does not look like Tom Brady's wife. Fuck out of here.
When you look at the vast difference, you know what I'm going for.
She does not.
You often think in terms of literal terms. I talk comedically sometimes.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, look, man, if you want to get plastic surgery, you want to get your ass done, you want to get some lipo, you want to get your titties done. Women have babies, their bodies change, it's out of their control. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I used to be anti-plastic surgery, but these days it's like, something, I'm tripping. Like, what I mean? If you want to get it done, get it done. You're only here once. The only thing that I really am worried about is like what happened to DC Young Fly's, kid's mother.
I know she passed away. I don't know the details.
She passed away from plastic surgery.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, she
Something
went
just
to
went-
Miami, got a bunch of work done, and then they found her in her hotel room dead.
Jesus.
Like right afterwards. Now, the reason, I don't know why she didn't have a nurse, because usually when you have these types of surgeries, you have a nurse that stays with you for like a certain amount of time, a couple of days, sometimes even a week or two. She got a bunch of work done and she died. And she was like, I think 20 something, had like
Damn.
3 kids. I can't imagine what the conversation that DC Young Fly had to have with his kids. I can't imagine that. Imagine that. To tell his little girls, I think he has all girls, maybe he has a boy, that mommy's just not coming back.
I had a cat who I still fuck with. I got my little Call of Duty team. We all get on the sticks and talk to each other online. I had a cat, man, real cool dude, man, whose wife had passed away.
Huh.
And I mean, he was obviously, understandably distraught. And I was just saying that same thing to myself. I was like, gee, because we would call him up sometimes and be like, hey man, let's all have a Call of Duty night tonight. And he would be like, nah, I can't, man. It's date night with my wife. It's Netflix night, And, to go from that to now that's not happening anymore.
You're a single dad now.
Right. And I'm going, damn, well, him having to tell his daughters that. And I remember when I talked to him on the phone and I was like, hey man, if you need anything, I know it may not sound like much, but if you need anything, I'm here for you. I love you. Hit me up, dog. And he just started bawling. And I just went, God, can you imagine what it's like that first night or those several nights where you're used to having this body in the bed with you and now it's empty. Her clothes are still in the closet. How do you make that adjustment?
Yeah, it's probably his best friend. It's the mother to his kids. Yeah, man, it's scary. It's a scary thought.
Jesus.
It's a scary thought.